Hi friends, welcome to Harmony Hills Home and Garden. I'm Jenny and we live here in Garden here in Baltimore, Maryland, Zone 7. Today I wanted to give you an update on how my seedlings are going. Spoiler alert, there's not much happening yet. But also I wanted to talk to you about a new effort. It's in its third season now, called the Single Seed Challenge. And so come with me and let's talk about seed starting and the Single Seed Challenge for 2022. So many of you know that I've been working on my seed starting efforts. I've got a schedule laid out for what to plant when based on my average last frost date and how many weeks before that indoors I'm supposed to start things indoors, also winter sowing outdoors, and so forth and so on. So today I just wanted to let you know that I have planted a few more things. Let's see what's going on back here. Here are my snapdragons. I planted these on February 5th, I think. No germination yet, but they have been sitting on the heat mat 100% of the time, and the lights are on them 100% of the time. I took the timer off of my system so that this is the only light that's going right now and the heat mat, and so I want it on all the time until these guys sprout. So no happening here yet, although I don't expect anything until February 12th through 19th. Somewhere in that time frame is when they should be sprouting, so we'll see. Here's a quick peek at my hyacinth bulbs. I've been doing some reading online. I may have done these wrong, so I'll be doing an update video on my hyacinths separately. But I do see a few of them poking up. And then down here, let's see, this is the tray that I started in my last video. It's got radish and spinach, and there's no germination in there yet. And I don't even have any condensation on here, so I just actually need to make sure that they're still moist enough. Let's take a peek and see. Yeah, that soil is still moist, so they're doing fine. I'm just being impatient about it. The spinach, I'm not sure how long it takes to germinate, and the radishes should be up sometime tomorrow or the next day or maybe the third day after that. On this tray, just yesterday, nothing is going to have sprouted yet, but in this tray I planted some Verbena bonariensis. I planted some blackberry lily that a viewer sent me from her own garden. And I had done some of these in winter sowing as well, but I wanted to see if I could do them inside. Back in there, I've got some white swan echinacea, 8 cells of that. And then further back, way back there, I have some stock, so iron white and quartet rainbow stock way back in there. So as soon as these things germinate, I'll put the lights on them. Now I'm going to have trouble doing that one-handed. I did plant these in separate cell containers so that I can move them out individually based on maybe not every variety will sprout at the same time as each other. So I might need to move 1 or 2 or 3 of them up into the light up here before the rest of them are ready to go. I did some more winter sowing yesterday as well. I didn't do it on camera because it's the same process as the ones that I had done before. So let me show you my winter sowing that I've gotten done. I didn't take them up to the stage area. I just pulled them out here onto the driveway for ease this morning. So several more containers of different kinds and varieties. So in this big water jug, I've got some white foxgloves. These are seeds that I collected myself off of my plants last year. In these double soup bowls, I've got some wild ginger, some balloon flowers off of my plants. This is Verbena bonariensis in the winter sowing method, and some coreopsis, tick seed. So we're going to see what we can get out of those. In this container, I've got some poppies, some alyssum. I think there's 3 types of alyssum in there. Some Fairy Morse mixed color foxgloves from a seed packet. And this is Baptisia seeds off of my plant. This is just straight species purple Baptisia. Over here, got some violas. I think I have 2 or 3 kinds of violas in here. Spearmint and sage in this container together. Wildflowers. Oh, there's 4 different things in here. There's foam flower, lily of the valley. I'm trying to remember, Jacob's Ladder and Bloodroot in here. And then the next one up is White Swan Echinacea in the winter sowing method. I've got that indoors as well. And then some Dusty Miller. I'll be starting Dusty Miller indoors a little bit later as it gets closer to time. So as I said in my previous videos, I am taking some seeds and putting them in 2 different ways, and sometimes 3 different ways. Poppies I'm going to do indoors, I'm going to do in winter sowing, and I'm going to try to direct sow some poppies. And I'm going to see which ones do best in which environment in my garden. I also have a lot of things in the winter sowing over on the stage from the first round or here from the second round that I also have either already or intend to plant indoors. And again, see which one works best, and then I'll keep notes on that, and then I'll know next year which kind of thing does better in which kind of environment. But the main thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is a new thing that's, at least it's new to me. I think this is the 3rd season for this effort. This is called the Single Seed Challenge, and this year's is called Single Seed Challenge 2022. Of course. This is an effort started by a man named Scott who lives in the south of the United States somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where, but somewhere in the south. And he runs the YouTube channel Scott Head, and his garden is called Black Gumbo Southern Garden. The Single Seed Challenge is all about choosing one seed, one type of seed, and only one seed of that type. Planting it up, caring for it, tending it, potting it on into the next larger container, caring for it in the garden, tending it, and paying attention to it all throughout the garden season until it produces what it is intended to produce, whether that's a vegetable or a flower. The purpose of this is, number one, to get us gardeners to kind of slow down and consider the potential of nature, the miracle of nature, and all of the wonder that is in one little seed. But also, by doing this as a challenge on YouTube using the hashtag SingleSeedChallenge 2022, we're encouraged to make our videos about our process and then watch other people's videos that we can find under that hashtag. It brings community together. It exposes us to other gardeners on YouTube where we can learn more, share more, make more friends, and what's not to like about that, right? So this year I'm going to participate in the Single Seed Challenge 2022, and I invite you to do the same thing. You don't have to have a YouTube channel in order to do this. You don't ever have to tell anybody about what you're doing with your single seed. It can just be something private that you keep to yourself if you want. Or, of course, you could post it on your social media, whether that's Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or wherever you find yourself being social. Use the hashtag Single Seed Challenge 2022, and then watch how many people come and adore and fawn over your efforts, give you encouragement, and give you ideas for what you can do. And also you can use that hashtag to find other people and make more friends. If you do have a YouTube channel and you plan to use this hashtag, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make sure that I look out for you. Now, what kind of seed should you do for this challenge? Well, it really doesn't matter as long as you can plant the seed, grow the plant, and have it come to fruition in this calendar year of 2022. So what are you going to do? I'll tell you what my seed is going to be. Let me get it out. Where did I put it? It's in here. What am I going to do? Where are you? Here you are. Okay. My seed for the Single Seed Challenge 2022 is going to be this Ancho Poblano hot pepper. My husband loves hot peppers. Last year, I picked up 4 seed starts from the nursery of habanero peppers, and we grew habaneros in the garden last year, and we had a lot. Way too many for us to use because he's the only one that eats them. He made habanero jelly out of it, and he gave some away to a lot of other friends. We took some to our kids. I don't know what they did with them. They may have just tossed them in their compost pile. I don't know. As far as when to sow this seed, indoors, you want to put it in 8 to 10 weeks before your average last frost. My average last frost is April 11th, and so I know from my calendar 8 to 10 weeks from April 11th is now. We just passed, yesterday was the 9th week before our average last frost. Next Monday will be our 8th week before our average last frost. So sometime in this week I'll be planting this up. I will definitely make a video of it, and I will share with you how my single seed challenge has gotten underway with the sowing of my single seed. So that is my plan, folks. How about you? Why don't you join this challenge with us? And if you're going to, tell us in the comment section below. If you have social media that you're going to be sharing your single seed challenge on, please let us know in the comments below so that we can look for you and that we can all encourage each other and learn from each other's experiences. I hope you will join, and I hope that a lot of us will get into gardening in this way. This is a great thing you could do with your kids. It teaches them how to care for a seed. It's also something great that you could do with a friend who has never gardened before, and pick a seed that's notoriously easy to grow, like sunflowers, or I don't know, your favorite easy to grow plant, and get somebody gardening anew this year with this effort. Wouldn't that be awesome to have a bunch more new gardeners in the world? Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again really soon. I'll be planting this seed up and in a video coming up real soon later this week. And I will also be updating you on what I've learned about hyacinths since I planted these. So don't follow me on these necessarily because I might have done them wrong. That's it for today, friends. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care. Bye.